What's up, everybody? This is Dominic Minchella. I am the Kansas City Chiefs beat writer on SI and the host of the Kansas City Chiefs Insider Podcast. Today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. It is NFL Draft Day. I'm excited. I know you guys are. You guys gotta stay consistent with the page. Gotta look it up on the ticker down below, KC Chiefs on SI. You can find us there. We will be posting several breaking stories throughout the day. This is a huge day where we as a team are excited. We know that the Chiefs are excited, and we all hope that you guys are excited. But before we get into this, Patrick Mahomes spoke to the media yesterday, and it's one of the first times that he addressed the media after the Super Bowl loss. He's been spending time with his family this offseason. He's just had another child. And now that we're in NFL season again with the draft back, Mahomes laid out a bunch of expectations that not he only has for himself, but also for the season. Last season obviously didn't end very well in terms of dropping a chance of history in being the first ever National Football League team to win 3 Super Bowls in a row, but they still got there. They are still the team to beat. Plain and simple. They're the team to beat in the AFC still. They've been the team to beat for a long time, and it shouldn't change regardless of how this draft goes. We've touched on it before. You can go check out the other draft videos that I've talked about on what they need to address. But in terms of Patrick Mahomes, I got a breakdown of everything that he said in his press conference in case you missed it. So here is what Patrick Mahomes said ahead of the NFL draft, and let's get into it. So, as we've seen, Patrick Mahomes has been working out and has been losing some weight, trying to get back into physical shape for the NFL season. He lost the Super Bowl, much like the whole rest of the team did. So he's trying to better himself, both on and off the field, physically, mentally, and we've seen that. Obviously, having a kid is going to put somewhat of a damper in that, but from a parental standpoint, good on you, Pat. Take care of your kid first. This is a job after all. But he has high expectations for himself, believe it or not. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes has been one of the best quarterbacks since he got drafted in 2017. The Chiefs traded up to get him. He's their guy. He's been their guy. He will forever be their guy. He's going to go down as one of the best quarterbacks in the history to play football in the NFL. And he still believes that he has to get better in order for the team to have success. Last season was the first time in a long time where Mahomes finished under 4,000 passing yards. And by saying that out loud, it sounds like, oh my gosh, Patrick Mahomes, you're not getting 4,000 passing yards. I mean, I feel it feels redundant to even say that. He still had a terrific season. But the fact that he's even in himself saying, I got to have a better season with healthy guys. He is putting himself on the same level as his teammates, which is tremendous for their chemistry, and we should look forward to it. Piggybacking off of that, he's been working with his wide receivers. Rashee Rice has been active with Mahomes in their practices and exercises, and Mahomes said that Rice is running routes very well. He's got good speed, but until the OTAs officially happen, excuse me, we'll see how that progresses in that form. Rashee Rice is one of those big contributors that when he comes back, this team will be one of the more feared offenses in the NFL. We've seen it in his first year. He got hurt through 4 games last season, and he was on good pace. He's a guy to be excited for whenever he comes back to the football field for the Chiefs. But keep an eye out on him. They have high hopes for him. Xavier Worthy, Patrick Mahomes says that he's super excited about what Worthy's going to be able to do last season. Hopefully, during the offseason this time, that we've seen a little bit more chemistry build. Maybe that correlates onto the field, trusting Worthy with those deep passes like we saw in the Super Bowl and throughout the season beforehand. Now that he's got a year underneath his belt, fans should expect Worthy and Rice to be on top of their game. They are the future of the wide receiving room, and this could be the season to cement that expectation of both Rice and Worthy to be very good receivers in the NFL. He said that they have high expectations on Rice. Of course he does, because he's a former top round pick. But here's one thing that stood out to me. Patrick Mahomes touched on the free agent signing of Jalen Moore to solidify or help solidify the left tackle area. It was problematic. We could see something change later in the draft tonight. The Chiefs have a bunch of options to lean into, but from three sources now, being within the organization, Patrick Mahomes, general manager Brett Veach, and head coach Andy Reid, Jalen Moore will likely get the best opportunity to have a starting role on this team because they all believe in him, all three. And I don't want to jump the gun and say, there are more people to come in. No job is ever solidified for a guy, for a guy that hasn't consistently started, as we know that. But to have three of the guys say, hey, we trust this guy, you guys should trust this guy, is huge. Jalen Moore is going to be very active. Obviously, they have high hopes for him, and Mahomes is looking forward to working with him as well. He reflected on his draft day, which obviously is a huge moment for any player that gets drafted in the NFL. He recalled that he was at home. He had a funny remark. He said that he went to go play a round of golf that day, the draft day in 2017, and he doesn't remember a single shot because he was so nervous. He was able to spend it with his family, close friends, people who have believed in him. And now, as we've seen, people both either love him or hate him, but that's just the kind of reactions that you invoke if you're one of the best football players of all time. I'll say it. He's awesome. He's a great football player. He is hard to beat. And the best part about it is that he wanted to be a Chief. He loves it here. He was happy when they took him. This franchise believed in him, and he's made a believer out of every single one of us, even if there was doubters in the beginning. But Patrick Mahomes is one of those guys that bleeds Kansas City Chiefs, which is awesome. And to conclude what he said, he is excited for Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown obviously got hurt in the preseason last year, came back later on down the regular season, helped out a little bit towards the playoff run. But now that he's back, we should fully expect a better season from Brown. Not only has he been a veteran in the locker room and on the field, helping other of his receivers, he's been able to gain trust from his quarterback. Mahomes made a good point. He said that it's hard to get a guy back in a larger role who's missed a lot of times. But now with a full off season, I think that we can all expect that Hollywood Brown will have a larger role, maybe resort back to how he was in his early stages of his career. But that could all be flipped on its head. We don't know where the Chiefs are going, as we've alluded to in the beginning of the video and the podcast. We have no idea where the Kansas City Chiefs are going to go, and that's what makes the NFL draft so fun, baby. I'm excited. I hope you guys are. That was the breakdown of the main things that Mahomes touched on from his press conference yesterday. I'm sure that he's going to sit back and enjoy the draft, see who the other guys are to bring into the franchise. Hopefully, he gets a chance to meet them sooner rather than later. This is the period of time where the future of the franchise can get altered either in the right direction or the wrong direction. We hope that Brett Veach and the rest of the scouting department did their research. As we know, that there's over 200 players on their draft board to pay attention to. They hold 8 picks, 4 are in the top 100. I am excited for the NFL draft, and I hope you guys are too. Well, I don't want to keep you guys too long, so we're going to wrap this one up. Be sure to look at the clicker down below for all updates, not even draft related. You can check us out on X at KC Chiefs on SI. You can look us up at Kansas City Chiefs on SI. It'll pop right up. Or you can follow my social media that's right down there, Dom Minchella on X. I post and repost every single day. I'm excited for the draft. I know you guys are. I can tell you guys can obviously tell that I am. I've said it about 3-4 times. But that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow with a breakdown of the Chiefs' first round. Can't wait to see who they pick up. All right, guys, enjoy the draft. You know I will. Be kind to one another. I'll see you soon.